Hey there, I'm Ricardo, founder of Garden, a school on Discord to learn, connect, and build stuff together. So today we are here with Sad, founder at Serri, asking him some questions about AI and how he's leveraging this technology. So if you can briefly introduce yourself and what you do, Sad.
Hi everyone, myself Saad. I am founder of Serri. Serri helps you automate, scale, and engage your community across Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, and Telegram.
What trends do you see in AI in the coming future?
So I would believe that AI, like AI tools, would be just limited to uh, features or products which are focused on AI. The already existing products, they will start to embrace AI. So after a certain point of time, every tool will be an AI tool, or it will have some AI capabilities. Another trend which I could say is a lot of products which were built on chat gpt and other open source models, they may or may not be as profitable or as relevant as they might seem to be today, as these open source models or products like chat gpt, they themselves start building more and more features, they start to fill the gaps which they have created themselves. I would believe that the new products which are just using chat gpt apis in the backend, they won't survive for long, they won't be relevant for long unless they come up with something which they can claim and which they can control.
So, do you think that the majority of the tools that are coming out based on ChatGPT will just go away and just the fundamental things will stay, right?
Yes, for example, like initially when ChatGPT came out, it didn't have access to internet. Its knowledge base was limited to before October 2021. A lot of startups came with ChatGPT versions which had access to internet, and then ChatGPT also got access to internet, and then they have now no relevance. A lot of startups started building for feeding images into ChatGPT, or wrappers which could read and scan and analyze PDFs. And then ChatGPT updated itself that it can also understand images, it can also understand PDFs. So now all of those startups which were at that point of time solving
All
a
the time.
large problem have no relevance right now.
Cool. Do you see any ethical consideration attaching to this point, like bad things that could happen with AI in the coming future?
I think that there are ethical considerations in a lot of areas where AI will come in. One of the foremost is IP rights and ownership. If I create an AI model which then analyzes thousands of paintings by different painters and then produces a work, so who owns ownership to the work? Does the painters own because their uh, paintings were used as a training model, or I own the data because I created it, or essentially it's derivative of both the models as well and the painters as well. So how do you distribute IP rates? How do you determine what was more important, the data or the model, in producing the result which you got today? So that's one, I think, IP paradox which has not been solved yet or which is much debated. Another part is like deepfake technologies. Like I can look like Brad Pitt and claim something, so I can use it in my endorsement. So how legal and how ethical it would be, and how would you fight against it? Like as Brad Pitt or as anyone, nobody wants to be impersonated by someone and claim to do things which they haven't done, or to endorse things they don't want to. So those are, I think, certain challenges which AI will pose. I'm not really well read or at a stage to talk about things like AI will take away all the jobs, or when will we achieve artificial general intelligence. I think somebody who's researching in those areas would be better able to comment on them. But these are the few areas which I think I might have an opinion.
Cool. Thank you for your points, Sad. And do you have any? So there are a lot of competitors, of course, in this space. And do you see any competitive advantage? What's your unique advantage in this space?
All right. So over short term, you can have different advantages. Like over short term, you can build some better features, like introduce AI or some other technology and leapfrog from your competition, or you maybe like lower your prices to disrupt the market. But both of these strategies, I think, are futile rat races. The competitors will eventually catch up whatever new features introduced into the market. Even if breakthrough technologies like ChatGPT come along, within a few months you could see tons of open source LLM models and in-house models from different giants like Google, Meta, and a lot of other companies. Even if I were to disrupt prices and offer it at a lower price, Tomorrow, another startup will be willing to undercut me on the prices, and they will be willing to sell it at a lower price. What I believe could be a longer term strategy could be building a moat over data which you have, which you can use to make your product better, and which you can make better decisions.
Okay.
If I am producing something today for the first time and I do have enough information or data about my customers, what they prefer, what kind of things they have done, I can use them to make the product experience much more personalized for them. And if tomorrow even a giant or a new player tries to enter the market, they can build the same product as I did, but they can't have the same data as I did. So they have to start collecting the data from somewhere, and that could be a mode which I can have. Of course, it's also debatable. Like eventually, with enough capital, they would be able to break it as well, or they would have other advantages. So there are no real modes in the world. There's no company which has existed for as long as you would know. Every company has a cycle, and it like goes away after a certain while.
What jobs do you see in the future, and how would you suggest to some younger self, probably, or someone that wants to start something in this space?
For youngsters who are still very young and are looking to learn something, I would say try to be the best in whatever you are actually passionate and obsessed about. For example, AI can do copywriting. So a lot of people would think copywriting jobs will go away. That will largely be true. But if you are one of the best copywriters, AI can't replace you. AI is trained on tons of data sets, and it will be whatever copies it's producing would be an average or mean copy of all of those thousand data sets. It can't give you the best copies which you would eventually need. Or same goes for like if you are a screenwriter or any else, if you're a good designer or if you're a good painter, the ability for you to understand context from someone to feel whatever the requirements are, that I don't think can be matched by any AI in a shorter term. So AI will take some time to give you the best or genius results. So if you try to be really great at what you do, and if you can work with another person in real time and can understand their requirements much better, because all of us know that for AI to produce better results, you need two different things. First is a data set which you can train it on, and second is writing very good accurate prompts. And sometimes the information, the context needed to do a particular task cannot be defined in a prompt. Like I am working in this company for 17 years, I can't translate that information into a AI prompt, or I can't translate that information into data set. I can't like possibly do that in a matter of seconds or a matter of hours even. So at those points of areas, I think if you play on the leverages of you being a human, and try to be the best version of whatever you want to do, I don't think AI will take away your jobs. Like you'll be someone who will be using AI to assist on a day to day, but you'll
Yeah.
still have your job and you'll still be earning pretty well.
Nice. It was great having you, Sad. I'll leave you the link to your startup here below and the link to Garden here below. Thank you.